Good morning and welcome to Wednesday with the Experts。大家早上好，欢迎来到我们星期三专谈。一样的，我们有我们的心理学家大维娜。Similarly, we have our psychologist Dawina with us today. So let's go and say hi to her. 让我们去跟她打招呼。Hi Dawina， 你好。
Hi, Alvin. Nice to be here today.
Yes, we are back here again to talk about something important for all our friends. 我们又回来要谈一个关于对于我们这个乐龄朋友们很重要的课题。所以是什么课题呢？ What are we talking about today?
Okay, so last session, Alvin, if you can recall, right, we spoke about having a difficult conversation and talk about tips on how to overcome that, right?
Yeah.
So one of the tips that I shared was actually on setting boundaries and how it's so important to be firm, tell the other party that you're not ready to have this conversation. And if you're not emotionally prepared, you'll find that, you're not ready to talk about difficult topics and you're most likely tend to be defensive or you just won't listen to the other party. So today, I want to explore boundaries in your relationships, whether with friends or with family, colleagues. So maybe let's get started. What is your opinion on this, Alvin? And maybe why do you think it's important and why?
所以戴娜说就是上一集我们谈过了，就是要怎样去对付去有一个比较难的这个谈话，而且一个提示戴娜说的就是要在你们的谈话时要设下一些规则啦，要很重要。如果心理情绪还没有准备好有这个谈话的话，就要跟对方说，因为有时心理还没有准备好，情绪没有平息下来的时候，我们的谈话不是说很有效啦。所以今天我们要去谈谈关于在我们跟别人的这些关系里要怎样设下一些规则，可以说是朋友啦，可以说是家庭成员啦。所以大元问我就是关于这个我有什么看法呢？而且我觉得重不重要？I think boundaries are very important. They are like clear guidelines and rules as to how we can interact with people in our relationship. 我们的这些设下的这些规则很重要，因为它会帮助我们跟人与人之间的关系和谈话和接触带来一些规划。这样，所以 I think it's important 很重要。And if we don't have these boundaries or rules， 如果没有这些规则的话，会有点压力 ，a bit stressful because people might take advantage of you， 人家可能会占你的便宜，不会对你很好啦 ，will not treat you right. Yeah.
So yeah, that's so true. So people with lack of like healthy boundaries, right? Sometimes they feel the need to please other people. So they find themselves saying yes to everything that people tell them or people suggest for them to do.
所以戴娜说的就是我说的很正确，因为如果没有好好的这些规则规划的话，我们会一直要讨好别人，人家要我们做东西，我们都做可以。可是当然问我们一个很好的问题，就是为什么有些人会变成这样呢？Why would people become like that? I think what you say, I think I've come across people like this before. 我看过这些人，什么都讲可以 ，everything they say yes, right? Yes man, no, they call it yes man.
Yes.
可以的人，就是我有一个问题，就是我要问大维娜 ，to ask 大维娜 ，why do people become like that？ 为什么人家会变成这样呢？Yeah.
I think it is rooted back to issues like low self-esteem, or you need that approval or validation from other people so that they can feel good about themselves. Or sometimes, people just fear. They fear being rejected or criticized. So they end up saying yes to everything and everyone so that they can prove, their worth.
戴娜说的就是这个可能是关于自己的自信的问题，需要人家来给他们 赞成他们这样啦。因为如果人家赞成他们，人家喜欢他们的话，他们会比较对自己感觉比较好，比较有自信这样。所以如果人家问他们可以吗，他们一定说可以。所以这是一个问题啦 ，it's a problem, you know. I see. Actually, that's very interesting. So, how can we start setting these boundaries or rules for in our relationship for ourselves? 我们要怎样去开始设下这些规则，在我们跟人与人之间的这些关系呢？
So that's a good question. So maybe here are some few tips lah that I have so that I can share with everybody today.
当然呢，要跟我们分享一些提示。So let us begin. 我们开始第一个 first one.
So the first one I think is really to be honest with the other party on your needs, what you want, what you need. Okay, so communicate openly and tell the other person what are your likes, your dislikes, because no one is a mind reader. You know, they can't read your mind and know automatically that this is what you like, this is what you don't like. So for friends and family who respect you, they will honor your preferences once you have informed them. But this also means that the respect is mutual, and you have to also be open to listen to their wants and their needs. And it goes both ways.
所以第一个提示是跟我们上个期谈的很相似。I think this first tip is actually very similar to what we spoke about in our previous episode. Is being honest，要坦白啦，就是跟另外一方说你喜欢什么，不喜欢什么。因为有些人，我们每一个人都没有读心术啦，所以不知道你对方喜欢什么，对方不喜欢什么，所以要坦白的去说出来。OK，如果我们家庭朋友们是尊重我们的话，他们会尊重我们的喜好，喜欢的东西，不喜欢的东西。可是这一来说了，就是我们对于对方说出喜好，尊重他们尊重我们的喜好，我们也要对对方做一样的事情。We actually have to do it for the other party as well, respecting their needs and wants, and also understanding them with regards to their likes and dislikes. Okay, so this is our first tip. 这是我们第一个提示。What's the second one? 第二个呢
？So the second one is to maintain individuality and personal space. So have you come across, or you come across a person that we call a very clingy friend, you know, someone who agrees with everything that you say, must always be updated with everything that happens in your life, and you must do everything together. If not, right, they'll get angry, You know, so well, if you enjoy this kind of company, then it's all right, of course. But if you start feeling like very suffocated, they're always around all the time, then it means that boundaries need to be put up so that you don't feel as such. It's always healthy for friends to spend time apart and have different interests and different hobbies, and you do not feel like they need to be involved in every aspect of their friends' lives. So be honest, stay firm, and say that and keep your time apart as an individual.
所以第二个提示就是要有自己的个人空间，因为你们可能有没有听说有些人比较黏人，什么东西都要一起做，还有可能没有跟他一起做的话就会生气，所以这些都是很可能你会觉得很 suffocated， 就是不能呼吸这样，所以可是有些人喜欢啦，我们那个不是错的一件事，所以可是很重要的是要有一个健康的这个关系，就是如果你需要自己的空间，你要很坦白的说出来，给自己空间，给自己一些自己的空间，不要每次跟那个人在一起，所以要坦白，要跟对方说，对方才能明白。OK。This is the second one， 这是第二提示。What's our third one？ 我们第三个。
So our third one is to protect your priorities. Okay, so put your priorities first instead of letting other people's priorities come first. You know, sometimes you feel like you want to just drop everything on your schedule for a friend, but with that, right, it comes with feelings of resentment, stress, and burden on yourself. So always check your schedule first before you agree to make plans with your friends, and don't overcommit your time to your friends or even family lah. Don't commit your time unless you know how much time and energy it will really take from you.
我们第三个提示就是要把自己放在第一，把自己放在第一，就是可能跟朋友有一些约会的时候，答应之前要看自己有没有那个时间，有没有那个精力去出去。如果自己没有精力、没有时间的话，要照顾自己先，因为没有人会照顾我们的啦，所以要照顾自己先，要把自己放第一，这样以来我们才能设下一些比较健康的这些关系。You know, like what you said, putting yourself first, and if you can and you have extra to give, then that's where you give. But if you don't, and then you put yourself first and take care of yourself. Yeah. So
Exactly.
That's the third one. 第三个提示。Now let's go to our last one. 我们最后一个提示。
Our fourth one. So our fourth one is very difficult to do, but I know you all can do it. Okay, it is to learn to say no. Okay, so I know saying no is very difficult. Sometimes even I also have problems saying no to my friends and my family, you know. But the idea is we need to stay firm and say our no's respectfully, you know, so that, you know, it doesn't come as, you know, very offensive to our friends and families. Like, we want to strengthen relationships, you see. So you can apologize for not being there to help, but you have to tell them and just tell them why. You know, genuinely, you do have a reason you really want to help, but, you know, but tell them why that you're not able to help this time around. You can say things like, you know, I wish I can help you to do more. Or how about you do this instead? We'll do this another day. Or I can help you today, but maybe don't hesitate to ask me again for help, like next time around. So if you say it tactfully, they will understand.
OK， 所以我们最后一个提示 last one。OK， 很难，就是要说不可以或不，因为有时我们都很难拒绝别人，对吗？感觉不是很好，可是我们要坚持，如果要照顾自己，把自己放第一的话，不行就是不行，好吗？可是你做不的时候要尊重一点呐，不要去冒犯别人，可以用一个比较好的语气说，可能今天我不可以，可是以后如果你需要我帮忙，你不要犹豫，我会在这边帮助你，或我希望我能帮助你，可是我有自己的苦衷，这样都能帮助我们去解决这些问题，设下一些在我们跟别人的关系里设下一些规则，好吗？ So these are the 4 tips， 这是我们4个不同的提示。我们去看看一个总结的 slide。 Let's go and take a look at the summary slide and review what we have talked about today。 去看看一下我们今天所谈的东西。欢迎回来 Welcome back. I hope all of us have learned how to set some rules and boundaries in our relationships. 我希望我们朋友们今天都学到一点点，在我们跟别人的关系里怎样设下一些规则啦，要照顾好自己 take care of ourselves first before we can help others。 照顾好自己才能帮助别人，好吗？那我们感谢Darwina。 Let us thank Darwina。 Thank you Darwina， 谢谢Darwina。
Thank you Alvin, thanks for having me.
Okay, so we're already going to December already， 我们已经要去12月了，所以多一个月我们就要新的一年 one more month and we're at the start of the new year. So that's all for today. 我们今天就讲解到这边，谢谢你们， Thank you so much， 再见了，拜拜。
拜拜。